Howdy guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video of Westland Survival. How we doing? Hope you guys are well. So today we have finally done it. If you're checking in on the naming of this video, you know what we're about to do. Yes, I have completed the battle pass. So basically the season of celebration is done within 3 days before this actually finishes off. Now, just to note, it is 3 additional days, well, all up in total actually. We were given, or gifted, I should say rather, an additional week, only because I think this would have been a challenge for us as players, and the developers would have foreseen that, and they basically gave us the additional week, and only because that the scaling metrics for the game had caught up for the battle pass, meaning that all tiers were made available for the battle pass, going from, I believe, would have been tier 3 all the way through to tier 6, depending on the level. I think you had to be minimum level 30 to participate into this battle pass, so just keep that in mind. But tier 6 was the first run at it, and I think that's why they gave us the additional week to complete it. So here I am, we have finished it. So basically, let's go into my tasks here from stage 1 all the way to stage 18, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, everything is all in green. There we go. That stage 18 was the last one. And then now, purposely, I haven't touched any of these to collect all of the bullets, which we've done now. So as you can see, these are all in green. So there's only a singular stage there. Let's go ahead and collect them all. That is level 20 as it sits. Now this is, I think I've shown this one too many times, but for the final time for the season celebration, we will show off what we will be receiving. So as you can see, I'm getting some pretty good stuff here, most notably some weapons and things like that. So I'm actually happy to grab these fellas, so which is a great thing for me. We're getting some bits and pieces here in the food department. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I was only 5 food tins away from completing the shack, or the hardest part to finish off the shack, I should say. So I think I need some other materials just to finish that off. But I've got the herbs. I know I've already finished off with that, but I've also, more importantly, got some of the tin food that you can see here, which I think that's going to go contribute to a long way of getting that sorted out. I'm pretty sure I'm only about 5 or so away, but anyway, I digress. Getting the celebration hat and the backpack, which is great because I got an additional backpack, and which is going to obviously help me out a lot, and some baked potatoes as well, which is obviously going to be good once I finally upgrade that bed as well to tier 6. And then finally, we've got the ladder parts here. We've got some pretty good tier 6 bits and pieces, bits and bobs. We've got some real wild tubes, and we finally got the epic rewards, being the celebratory gun and shotgun, and of course the horse, and of course the flag. Let's go ahead and collect all of these fellas. Boom, done. That's it. As you can see, levels 1 through 20 completed. I'm absolutely wrapped with all of that as well. So let's go in and have a bit of a peek ski. So the Westland flag, we can pick that up now. The anniversary shotgun, the revolver. I'll grab the tubes as well while I'm at it. I'll leave these guys for the moment, but I think if I actually pick up the potato seeds, I'm just going to pick that up for now. I'll grab the backpack for now. I'll leave that alone. The tin food I'll leave for now. And what else do I want to pick up? The naval dirk dagger. Now that's over 1,000. Not bad for a tier 6 weapon again. But look, having said that, I'm doing this post the video of the latest update as well, 7.7, which we're in now. So this is really point moot for a lot of players that are in the end game, especially if they've gotten themselves some epic tubes. So I can understand why you think it might not be powerful enough, but that's where it's at for a lot of people that don't have it. It's not too bad. The push dagger, I'm actually interested in using that too eventually, and we've got some other bits and pieces here. As you can see, the lower that I go, the worse off the bits and pieces are. Now, because I picked up those potato seeds, I'm wondering, does, it does not, unfortunately. So I need to gather potato seeds. I need to find those in the wild, unfortunately. So I thought I could actually be a little bit cheeky in that respect, but it wasn't meant to be. So it is what it is. It really is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and dump the, what do you call it? Going to dump the seeds back into here. I want to have a quick look at this fella here. So this only gives me attack speed, benefit, and chance to avoiding attack. So if I were to swap that over, it relegates my my health, unfortunately. So I'd rather keep the healer's backpack on me. Now this, let's go ahead and build that. I want to put that somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to actually be able to put this. So somewhere where I can see it at all times. You know what? Can we just put it on this wall here? Oh, it's actually, it's a little, it's a standalone. It's a standalone pole, so to speak. So you know what? I'm going to put you here, and let's just pop you there. Thank you very much. And what else do we actually have? So like I said, I've got a couple of tubes here, which I'm going to stow away for now. I'm going to do another unboxing video for tubes later on, but I'd rather just hold them for their moment. So let's go ahead and pop those there. The backpack I'll end up putting away eventually. Let's just pop that there for the meantime. Alright, so the anniversary revolver and the anniversary shotgun. These were at one point, before update 7.7, the most powerful weapons in the game because of what they're able to do damage wise, but they've got some pretty good armor pen as well. The revolver has some pretty decent armor pen, so I'm happy with that, and the durability is pretty much of standard, so 330 and 300 respectively, but these are over 2000 in terms of damage, so pretty good weaponry. So I'm pretty happy with those types of gear. Let's go ahead and pop those in, and let's see how well they shoot and how well they look like. Let's go ahead and just go boom. So it goes pretty quickly actually, not too bad. Let's switch it over to this. Not too bad, considering that's less than 100 in terms of speed. That's actually not too bad, so I'm pretty happy with that. And while we're here, may as well raise the flag. Look at that, that is pretty cool. I like how they've done that. So, but also I did want to mention already, it's probably a little bit long in the tooth here, but 4th of July for my American viewers. Hopefully you guys had a very festive week or weekend, because I know this would have been during the week itself, but by the time this video has gone out, I'm sure you guys have already gone through your celebratory stuff. But hopefully you guys had a lovely time, a safe one most importantly, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that festive holiday. Now the last thing that we're going to do real quick is I want to show you guys the horse. Yes, we have ourselves a new steed in our stable here, and he is a male as well. So I've actually got a rare in Ruby here, which was part of the Halloween Battle Pass update, and I've actually got now myself a male. Now these two here have only got one what do you call it? They've only got one chance at mating, which I'm actually going to go ahead and do that now. So where's my female? Oh no, I've got to take you out. Okay, let's get out of this real quickly, and let's go back into here. Let's swap over for Thunder. Sure, why not? Actually, you haven't got many energy, so I'll just swap you over, go back in, and let's go into the breeding side of things. So there we go. Now it's 100%. With 100% chance the offspring inherits the Midnight Charge tier 4. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get Ruby's inheritance, unfortunately. So if I do that, I don't know how this is going to work. So let's have a quick look at the stats here. Strong genes, increased speed, 7% bonus, and foes are guaranteed to inherit the coat color in at least the same tier or rarity, and the constant speed is at 7 as well. So I'm a little bit a little bit concerned if I do end up doing this. I know you can buy the elixirs as well. I think I've actually got one elixir too, if I'm not mistaken. So let's have a quick look. Do I have an elixir? I'm pretty sure I do somewhere. Elixir, are you in here? Yes, you are in here. So that gives me an extra 2 fertility on an active horse, suitable for tier 5 horses or below. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that to a tier 4, but I'm keen to see what I get out of this as well. So, do I do it? Do I do it? We're doing it. We're doing it. So it's only 22 hours. Actually, that's not a that's not good. Because 22 hours, that means it's not going to go up above a rarity either. So I think I may have just wasted that personally. I think. Normally, if it's a 2-day thing, you are expected to get either an upgrade or like to an uncommon to a rare in some respects, or possibly an additional tier up. So considering I've only got 22 hours, actually no, sorry, what am I saying? I think it's based on when the foe is growing up, if I'm not mistaken. It's either one. It's been a while. It has definitely been a while since I've done that. So I think it's either one or the other or both. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I'm going to find out. I'm definitely going to find out how this is going to work. Unfortunately, what this means is I can't utilize these two for a little bit now, which is fine. It doesn't really faze me at all, but it means that we are going to get ourselves a third horsey as well. And I guess what that means for me is I've got flexibility in terms of how I can actually travel too, because now that I've got two rare tier horses, these two are actually good, well, in most respects, are better than your actual energy. So if I can keep these guys topped up with food and stuff like that, I think I'm in a good within a good spot in terms of being able to have a little bit more in terms of usability for these guys as well, while I'm doing tasks and things like that. But honestly, I'm happy that I've finished off the battle pass now. We'll see what we get with the horses as well at the same time, but we'll see what transpires from that. But yeah, look, I'm happy that the battle pass is over. It is a very committed time sink in terms of if you're wanting to participate and do it, you got to commit your time and energy. And I have sort of fallen behind with some other things as well, so it is what it is. But I'm glad that I've completed it now, and I'm glad the new update is more of a relaxing one as opposed to a little bit more time-consuming one, which is good. It just gives me a bit of time, a bit of breathing space to sort of recoup and get back into the swing of things, and I think that's very important. But rating this battle pass, look, it was an interesting one. It's the first crack at doing everything tier 6, and to be perfectly honest, I think I did okay. Knowing that I did have to actually spend money when it came to finishing off some of these tasks, so I'll go in depth with you in what I ended up doing as well. So what I ended up doing is, if I go over to one of the stages, I had to spend 150 coin. So that first one, I ended up putting into basically spending money on one of the entire periods, and I believe that was for passing the waves in the cannon trial, which is the first level is about 250 coin. So meaning that I would have had to spend 150 regardless on the daily stage. So for the entirety stage, I spent the 250 to get that done. So that basically interloped with that, meaning that I finished off 2 tasks effectively, but at the expense of an additional 100 coin, if that makes sense. So that's when the first time I ended up doing that. But then thereafter, I'm just sort of trying to see what was one that I ended up doing, and I'm just trying to sort of remember which one it was. No, I ended up actually. I was going to actually spend money on the killing steel destroyer for me, which was 110 level or higher. Ended up doing that when I entered the Digger's Den for the first time, just to sort of give you guys a bit of an idea. Spending more coin. Actually, no, that's the first. My bad. Let's continue on here. Ingots, no. Watching ads, juicy haunch, no, that's fine. Just trying to work out when did I ended up doing that. The next one, stout leather, again spending another 150 coins. I think I would have used that in conjunction with one of the other passes, so I think I'd utilize to kill bosses, because I definitely, that's a hard one to get 30 out of 30, killing bosses level 110 or high. That one's a little bit steep, so I ended up spending money there. So to give you guys a bit of an idea, it's about 750 coins right there, because 250 for the first level in the in the entire period stage, and then the second one was doubled at 500 coins, just to sort of give you guys that understanding. So let's continue on, and I think there was another canyon trial one over here as well on the daily, which I ended up well, default, I just basically purchased the coin for it. Yeah, so past wave in the canyon trials, ended up doing that, and I had to spend more coins, so another 250 coins. So by the end of it, I think I would have spent another amount of coins on another daily quest as well. So I think I would have spent probably, well, look, over 1,000 coins in order to finish off the tasks in a timely manner. So I ended up doing all of that, and I just want to sort of at least point that out for you guys, only because it's something that may have to be done in order for you to complete these things. And I'm not saying that these are unreasonable per se, but I don't believe, and look, quote me if I'm wrong, I'm sure there are many of players out there that would have done this without spending coin just to complete a task, or you know, excuse me, or a certain task that they didn't really want to do. For me, mainly for me, it would have been just doing the canyon trials, right, or the spirit cave, or anything of that nature. So I think there would be those out there that would have done it easy without spending coin, aside from the actual requirement of spending coin that you can that you could basically excuse. But I think for the most part, a lot of people would have spent coin to actually skip a lot of these things. But yeah, I think spending 1,000 is probably average in my opinion. And I'm only basing that on because of my previous instances of completing a lot of these battle passes. I spent roughly about 1,000 to about 1,200 coins in some respects, and there's a lot of contributing factors to that. A lot of it would be laziness from my part, or falling behind in some of the stages. So, you know, and then you've got a time crunch. So, you know, there's things like that you have to do. So, yeah, but I just wanted to sort of be clear and be transparent with you guys as to how I did it. And yeah, I guess, you know, in saying that, we know where we stand, so to speak. So yeah, at least you guys are well aware of that. The last thing I want to do before we sign off today as well, and I didn't actually get to show you guys in the initial update video for 7.7, is that the new smuggler choices of purchasing tubes. So I want to show you guys that while we are here. So we may as well do that, and then at least that way we can round off the video here. So Adam McCoy will have them. These are the new options for these tubes. So as you can see, you've got the mountain tube, which is your tier 3. So that is going to cost you 10 gold nuggets in order to purchase them. Then you've got the plains tube, which is your epic tier 4. Then you've got the marshland tube, which basically replaces the deep water. I guess, I don't know if there was a deep water tier 5 naming convention. I don't think there was, to be honest. But anyway, but basically that's what you're looking at, and you're going to be spending 50 nuggets for that. And then finally 100 if you want a Beryl tube tier 6. So that basically guarantees you an epic weapon or armor, and across the board with these other two here as well. You've still got the binoculars, you've still got the electrical tool set, the industrial parts, and the rubber. I'm actually interested to know when the devs are going to decide to lower the rubber exchange amount, or make rubber an actual resource that we can craft for our own, and obviously along with the industrial parts too. So don't know whether or not if that is going to happen anytime soon. I don't believe it will, but look, considering that they're opening up the floodgates in a sense of enabling us to procure tubes as a generalization. I think we could potentially see something further down the line that will, excuse me, that will at least enable us to make a lot of, the industrial parts and the rubber in particular. So, it could be something that we could see hopefully in the not too far distant future. So I think that's worth a shout to mention. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, checking out this one here today. Please leave a like, comment down below, and share if you can. And if you guys are new to the channel or not and you'd like to see more, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alrighty guys, take it easy from me, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.